Welcome to the Procast, live on Maconi Entertainment. My name is Michael Cozy Jr., and I'm joined by fellow NASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing Series competitor Daniel Falkingham for the first episode of the Procast on Maconi Entertainment. Tonight is round one of the Road to Pro iRacing Series, where anyone with an A-Class license can compete to try and make it to round two of Road to Pro, where they can then advance to the Contender and Coke Series if they make the cut. Daniel and I have both cut our teeth and survived the grind, which is why we are here tonight to give our thoughts. To give you a brief overview of what the Procast is, it is a simple concept and a whole lot of fun. Each week, two drivers from the Coke Series will be right here on Maconi Entertainment commentating over the live top split action from our friends at FTF. We're here to give you our thoughts, opinions, and honest reactions to everything we are watching from our future competitors. Ryan Bauer is in the booth, here to make us all look good and help us bring the broadcast to life. Now, Daniel, what are we going to see tonight, buddy?
We're going to see quite a bit of action. And first off, I want to say thank you to everyone at Maconi Entertainment, Jeff Cody, the whole crew over here for giving us this opportunity. This is a cool thing that they put together, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. But, yeah, Daytona. I mean, what else is there to describe Daytona? We're going to have so much action. We're in for a lot of great racing tonight, and we're getting ready to see of who could be possibly the next stars of the Coke Series could be in the near future. And proud to do it here on Maconi Entertainment. Proud to do it with the guys here at FTF on screen right now. And yeah, I'm ready to get this thing going. Definitely, I guess you could say we're the test dummies tonight with us doing the first Procast. So this could either go really good, we're gonna make these guys look really good, or unless we're gonna burn this ship to the ground. But I think anyway, we're gonna have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm excited. I just got loaded in here, and I don't know. We got all kind. I mean, we got a huge field. We got 35 trucks. We got a lot of people hoping to get, make it their first time back to the Coke Series. I see a lot of these guys who want to get back into the Coke Series. Notably, Ray Alfala. I see that name. We both raced him in the Contender Series, and definitely thought he was going to be a guy coming back with us there. But it'd be interesting to see his journey back up through the Road to Pro system, and just all kinds of people, man. My man Blake. Coke commentator, give it a run tonight. And a lot of some of these guys, it's hard to tell, Daytona, a lot of these guys like to come out and run a race, just as Daytona, have fun, whatever, and maybe not so much take on the rest of the season. But for a lot of these guys, it's serious, down to business, and start scoring points for hopefully getting around two.
Absolutely, and I don't know about you, but I'm glad to be up here in the booth or doing something like this instead of being on that track tonight. Just, man, if I didn't make it through last year, I wouldn't mind doing this again. But just glad I get to watch everyone else do this year instead of me and you. So, but yeah, like looking through these names on the entry list, we got Logan Clampett, who's actually decided to race tonight. I saw he made a little teaser on Twitter earlier today saying when he should run Road to Pro tonight, and I guess he has decided he is going to do that. So, yeah, a lot of guys I'm going to be looking out for tonight is I got a lot of NFR teammates from North Force, like Dana Buttafuoco, who was one spot short of making it in to the Coke Series, who I was the one that beat him by a few points. So kind of feel bad for that. But I definitely know Dana ain't going to have no issue trying to get back there. I think he's in for a good year. I've been talking with him, talking with everyone over on the NFR side, and they got a really good program. Get ready to go this year. So definitely going to keep an eye out for them fellas. And yeah, I'm just ready to get this going.
Absolutely, yeah. I remember I raced Dan quite a bit in the Contender Series, and I always seemed I was around him. I'm definitely rooting for him. He was I remember he was really fast on the NASCAR heat stuff, and one of the few guys to come over and really make a hell of a transition into iRacing, and it was wild to see him get that close on his first attempt. So no doubt, not be surprised to see him in the Contender Series, and hopefully Coke.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I mean, he didn't mind if he missed it this year because he felt like he wanted to have another year to try to develop. But honestly, I think he's Coke ready right now. But this year he's gonna prove to everyone that he is more than ready. But I think I just heard qualifying's wrapping up, and we should be getting ready to go here in a little bit.
Oh yes, sir. Oh, we got 27 times here. Oh boy, 35 trucks. Let's look through this field, shall we?
Absolutely. Beautiful night sky here in Daytona, racing under the lights. You can't beat that, seriously. Night racing at Daytona is honestly the best.
Yeah, I tell you what. Well, who we got on pole, Dan?
Well, hopefully, if we get a starting lineup up on our screen here, I can tell. There we go. Jared
got one of those?
Liebert. There you go.
Oh,
Jared
man.
Liebert is on the pole. How about that? And Zach Nichols, who's actually part of our NFR group too, he's running this year. He's starting fourth, so definitely going to be someone to keep an eye out for us. But yeah, definitely got a good, strong field. Looks like as he scrolls through the grid here.
Mm-hmm. I'm in merch.
Oh,
Kind of in
yes.
the middle here. I'm be excited to see what he does coming up through here and how he goes about this race.
Yeah, and there's Ray Alfala, someone we were talking about, running the Road to Pro ladder. First time he's had to do it in a long time. Back there in row 9, we'll see what he's got in store for us. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, same length as Coke on Tuesday. I think we got 80 laps ahead of us this evening, so it should be a very good race to watch.
Mm-hmm. Got a couple guys back here. My man Frisch, Mercurio,
Yes.
guy knocked out last year, hoping to get back in. Breyer as well back here. Excited to see those guys, what they do this year.
For sure, and I see the grid is rolling.
Yeah, here we go. Let's get this rolling.
Looks like Kwame Scott bringing up the rear to make up. So what is it? Trying to do math here. 35 truck.
Oh man. Remember this from last year? What were you feeling right about now?
Not gonna lie, I had those jitters because like I didn't run. This is the first time I ran Road to Pro with this point system. I'd say it was like my first legit attempt because in 2020 I tried running it, but it was an absolute disaster. I didn't even do the whole season. So, but hey, 2022 it was a good year to us, and glad to be in this position right now. And speaking of like Road to Pro, this is the ladder to try to advance. You got the qualifying series. You got to get through 2 rounds of that, which are running the trucks, then the contender series and the Xfinity cars, and then all the way to Coke. Hopefully you'll be in this spot next year.
Yeah, it's tricky, and it's grueling, man. They don't looking at it right there, but like from February, if you make it all the way contender, that takes you all the way till the fall, and racing every other week, man. It's a grind, a lot of testing, a lot of laps for these guys ahead. I tell you what.
Yeah, I definitely felt that grind last year. Just start coming. It's a year-long process. It takes a while, but I mean the reward is there if you can make it all the way to the end. So.
No doubt. Oh boy, here we go.
We going green.
We're gonna see some racing or what? I hope these guys get after it, man. I want to see a show.
Yes, I don't want to see the single file. We're gonna see some 2 wide, 3 wide. Heck, maybe it was a 4 wide at Daytona. Here we go.
Oh boy, here we go. And bottom line, somebody just didn't go.
Yeah, a guy in 7s right there. Looks like couldn't really get going. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for me to try and pick out a few of these guys because like they ain't running their actual paint schemes. They're running like the normal iRacing standard paints with the stamp numbers. So it's gonna be hard to pick out a few of these guys.
Yeah, first round as well. First race. We're still learning everybody's racing and teams and whatnot, but
yeah,
already. I mean, the bottom didn't get going, but somebody filled that hole and they're rolling now.
Seems to be dead even right here at the front. See who's going to lead first lap here. Something I want to point out, they actually made it past turn 1, something that we couldn't do on Tuesday night. So
that is true.
So I had to take a little jab at us, So
yeah, I mean, getting up through them gears is tricky. Next gen's got a lot of gears in it, man.
For sure. And looks like I believe that's Jared Liebert leading lap 1.
Yes, sir. First lap of the season. That's gonna feel good.
Absolutely.
That should make it in green. Nah, it's just, man, you got a lot of these guys. It looks like nobody's really dropped back or anything. Like everybody is on it.
Absolutely.
And that scares me. That scares me as a driver. Like some of those guys mid-pack, man, things can happen real quick and real early too. Like you don't want to lose your night on, a couple laps in. I tell you that. But looking all clean so far.
Yeah, for sure. No, something gonna be interesting. Like I feel like you're more of a super speedway paralysis more than me. I mean, I feel like I'm not too bad on super speedways, but you definitely. I mean, you had a really good race on Tuesday, so I'm gonna try to leave you as to be like the super speedway expert of this group right here. So, like, what do you think? Yeah, go ahead.
I tell you what, I had a little bit of help with the setup we had. That thing was hauling balls, I'll tell you that. But no, I mean, Rod Carr and a lot of the leagues, man. My favorite thing to do on iRacing is plate racing. Look at this, man.
Speaking of hauling balls, look who's going to the front.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from this man right here. Set the merchant going to the front with some help there. It's a big help. They're gonna drop down middle. I didn't think it would take very long to see this man get to the front.
Not at all.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's probably spent most of his day up there, and hopefully, yeah, he'll let's see him in victory lane. We'll see how that goes, but I'm sure that's what he's looking for. He wants to win every race.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely going to put on a show for us tonight. You see a little bit of 3 wide racing in the middle of the pack here, but seems to be all nice and orderly up here. And we can see a little bit of single file near the back. People just trying to maybe, you know, ride it out and all that and try to buy their time. So my strategy, I tried doing the Coke race on Tuesday, and it really didn't work out for me too well. So
yeah, that's a tricky thing, man. It's like, it's really tough because it depends on a lot of things. I really just try to go by, you know, what the defense is looking like, what the, you know, what the pack's doing. Like, I still think the safest option is being at the front, but especially, you know, a package like this where the trucks, there's not a whole lot of movement. You know, the next gens, the runs are just so wild, you know, going so fast, and then they stop all of a sudden. You get a lot of back and forth action. But this, you know, you can kind of like control it at the front. It's a lot slower paced. I just feel like most of the time it's a safer option, but man, they still like to junk it up there too.
yeah, for sure. So there people are starting at real races. It seems like we're 3 wide, 4 rows deep up here, and I believe we're on board with Mr. Blake McCandless, who calls our races on Tuesday nights, decided to come out here maybe for a one-off here. But yeah, so far 3 by 3 by 3, but everyone's keeping it nice and clean so far. I don't know how much longer that's going to keep up, but right now, so far so good.
Yeah, I hope Blake puts a full run together. He made a contender that first year I made it, and we rode around in the back a lot together. But a good, clean racer, man. He's real smart too, real crafty.
Yeah,
we
for
can
sure.
see him put a full season together, see what he can do.
Yeah, I actually was speaking with him a little bit earlier when he was getting ready to prepare, because he is running with our NFR group and stuff. And he said if he somehow wins this race, he might consider running a full time. But for now, I think he might be just pulling a one and done here.
Oh man, well, all right.
But hey, it is to be determined at the moment.
All right, gives me hope. Look at this, 3 wide. So I thought we might see a lot of this. It's easy to kind of get that gridlock 3 wide action. I still think Merchant's probably the best spot there. Middle always seems to carry the best, unless you can really get that outside going. And right now, 3 trucks probably not going to cut it too good, but they're hanging pretty well.
Yeah, for sure. I believe that would be Mr. Kenny Brady, who just was leading top of 3 wide, now pulls down to that middle line. Probably in the best spot was Stat the Merchant leading the bottom. There's Mr. 4-time Ray Alfalo on the top side.
Hey, here he comes. Yeah, he wants to go to the front, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was definitely rough contender series for Mr. Ray Alfalo, but he's here to make his presence known. He's here to stay. He's not going to quit. He's going to try to get back to where he was. Definitely feel kind of honored since I essentially took over his ride at Gibbs this year, but I definitely know he's going to be hopefully maybe right back in our spot next year.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, a lot of these guys about to prove out front, and that's good for us. That's going to give us a show. I'm ready to see these guys duke it out, man.
Absolutely. I'm ready to see how the end of this thing goes. I'm just glad, like I said at the top of the broadcast, I'm just glad to be in this spot up here in the booth instead of down there on that track tonight.
That's true. That's true. Oh, brother. Well, yeah, a lot of those guys, see, I don't know, you know anything about the fuel strategy here? Because it's 80 laps, right? How far do you think these guys can go? It's got to be close, right?
Yeah, from what I've been talking with our group, with our little group, they say they can't make it 40 laps. So I think we might be seeing a possibility of a 2-stop. So we could see that strategy where people might try to pit early, get by themselves, because that's what we tried to do last year, I remember, and then our plans got foiled by a caution, and I believe all the Altus boys controlled the rest of the race from there. So I would just say you Altus boys know how to do these super speedway strategies, I must say. Like, he even showed it on a Tuesday night.
Well, I tell you what, man, it's all because that man leading out front right now, Seth the Merchant, no doubt, hands down. If you ask anybody, I'd say most people would say he is the man of the super speedways on iRacing.com simulators. I mean, he's formulated so many winning strategies. I mean, I won the Firecracker on his setup, so I mean, the roots run really deep there, and you know, he's touched pretty much all of super speedway success on iRacing. So
absolutely, I cannot disagree with that.
Yeah, so he's you know, looking to add some more to it. 3 wide by 3 wide. Some of these guys are kind of messing with the middle, but nobody can seem to really push past. I guess Merch got up there on around the top. Ray's starting to inch his way up there, but yeah, it seems just kind of naturally, at least with this the trucks here at Daytona, outside still just ends up rolling the most. And if you get the most help, 9 chances out of 10, you'll kind of roll past everybody, or at least get one truck clear. But yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, so we got a big, from this camera shot right here, a big old single file line going from probably about maybe around 11th, 12th, all the way back to the end of the field. So, yeah, a lot of people, like I said, just buying their time, and then, like, we think it's crazy right now. Just wait until another probably like 60, 65 laps from now.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So I was wondering, I asked about the field strategies. I saw a bunch of guys really singled out back there. I hate doing that stuff, man. I was hoping
I hate it too.
Field mileage race, but it's like even just like riding, because I mean, all it takes is one goofball, right? And it just all nose to tail like that, and it goes south very quickly, especially nose damage, what have you. You know, worrying about engine temps, and you know, I'm sure a lot of these guys probably got a lot of tape on it. Try to push a lot.
Yeah,
manage
for sure.
Manage the temps and all that stuff, but you want to stay fast, right? But
yeah, that's something. I'm hoping for the future they get this new damage model on the trucks and Xfinity cars, because I mean, just the slightest bit of damage you get on these vehicles,
yeah.
you're done. So,
Yep.
But great thing about the next gens with the new damage model, you fix your car, you're right back in the race. And I mean, it's got some benefits, but it's got some of its cons too. I mean, there's still like 36 cars running at the end of the Coke race on Tuesday, so that just proved for like a lot more cars to probably wreck and stuff. That was the only downfall I see to that, but I mean, it's just great to, you know, get your car completely fixed. But I mean, definitely something like that needs to be done to these vehicles, just because I mean, I had my own instances with that last year, so it is not fun.
yeah, it's really tricky. Yeah, not a fan of the old damage model, but especially Xfinity car, man, composite body. I'd like to see that on there for the Contender Series soon.
Yeah, maybe that'll happen this year, but yeah, Xfinity cars, but like you said, those composite bodies apparently it seems to be non-existent.
Well, at outside line, man, they're still trying, but man, 2-truck effort up there. Nobody wants to venture up there with them guys.
No, I mean, I like it. They're not giving up. They're giving it all they got. I mean, they're just up here. It seems like Ray's definitely up there to go race and stuff. He ain't gonna sit there and ride around. He's up here to prove why he's a 4-time champion. He's here to prove why he should still be in the Coke Series. Get up there, get to the front, and lead this thing.
That just makes me wonder, some of these guys back here. I mean, some of these guys obviously riding, but you know, some of these guys hopping up here middle, like, I'm getting a run. I'm going third lane. All it needs is a third truck. Shoot, pass a lot of trucks, but put yourself in a lot of risks this early on. I don't know. I think it's worth it most of the time, but
yeah, for sure. And I even had my doubts during at this time last year when running this race, and because like near the end of the race, people were trying to get that third line working, and there's times where I could have gone up there and tried it, but I didn't, because I just didn't think it would have worked. But definitely, I've learned a lot. I've definitely learned a lot over the years of super speedway racing, and I definitely feel like I'm way better than I've ever had. But trying to just put that to good use. So, well, I know it's gonna get crazy at the end of this thing for sure.
Look at this. Some side sucking right there.
Yeah, look at all the numbers. People with them custom numbers, and then you got the SimStam number. That's just real good looking.
Yeah, what in the world?
There's completing 12 laps, coming to complete lap 13 here, and everyone has still kept it straight, so that's good.
Yeah, a lot of those guys really singling out. I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised a lot of those guys try to save some fuel.
Yep.
Try to stretch, try to make it.
Yeah, for sure. We got about, say about 15, 16 trucks that are all grouped up together, and then look at just a long single file line.
Yes, I mean, it's tricky too, because you got to think, you know, what you're racing for. I want to go out there and win, but a lot of these guys, you know, it's like round 1 points, you know, it's like, all right, how many races do we got? What, 7 probably? So not a lot, you know. Every race counts to get in that top 70, and you don't want to lose your drop at Daytona, that's for sure. I mean, if you're gonna lose it anywhere, Daytona's a spot, but yeah, I don't know. A lot at stake, man. A lot at stake, especially early on.
Oh, here we go. We got Pitters. Oh wait, I think that's my NFR gang right there.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. I was hearing these guys talk about this. They were gonna try to pull this strategy. I think we got McCandless, Buttafuoco, Frisch.
Yes.
Eric Royce, and many others.
Very nice.
The playbook is officially open.
Like to see this. No, this is smart. This is
the
wrecking. Oh my God! Oh no! My God, that was a smart move, because they just torn a lot of trucks up. Oh my goodness! What in the world? We got trucks in the air. We got some guys that are destroyed. Is that Alfala? He is done.
I think that was the guy that went tumbling.
Oh my goodness gracious! What in the? We're gonna need to replay that one. I saw sparks, and wow, what a cut!
Dude, that was like perfect.
I mean, I'm telling you, shout out to NFR guys on that one, because that was, couldn't have timed that one. Here we go. Look at this.
You cut it.
Somebody, oh my,
Oh,
wow, what a
no.
ride. Did a little corkscrew action back on his wheels. It looked like Alfaro maybe was trying to go middle there or something closed.
Here we go.
What
Here's
is
a good
this?
cut.
Oh, some out of shape. Oh, and he went right in the hole. Right in the hole. Yep.
And
they
it
closed
didn't.
on him.
It's to say, it
Wow.
did not fit in the hole.
Don't think it did. I don't know. Might have to get a better shot to see. It's weird, that white truck like got knocked up in the air, or just like knocked up out of the groove, and Ray got it in there real quick, and
Here we
I don't
go.
know, it looked like it just closed it on him to me. The 26 got knocked down.
Oh, there's a little bit of contact.
No,
trying
he's
to get in there, and yeah, we'll be seeing you.
Goodness gracious, yeah.
Oh, that guy couldn't escape it.
That's something else, man. I mean, that early on, dude, I would have took that gap. You know, if you're gonna open it up, if you're not gonna hold your line, but you gotta understand, when you're not holding your line, somebody's gonna fill that gap real quick in Daytona. Let me tell you, look at this. Whoop, up the hill.
Oh, trouble.
That is tricky to tell. That angle is, but that nose is in there. He certainly turned him left. That's a shame, man. That early on.
Oh, that's not a return to the Road to Pro scene you want for Ray. I think this is actually his first attempt at the Road to Pro scene, because he's been in Coke ever since his inception, and this is not how his debut wanted to go.
Tough break, man. A lot of these guys picking up damage in that one as well. They're gonna have a rough time in this pack the rest of the way, and obviously not a lot of time to fix damage here. So it's gonna be a very unfun night for some of these guys trying to hang up with the pack and continue on. But this is also going to shuffle up a lot of the strategy, because those guys just coming down pit road, you know, topping off. I would presume, yeah, are all going to cycle to the front. There they are.
Yeah, look at that. That's my gang right there.
Smart call, smart call. And, you know, they are going to have a little bit of less fuel, but I don't know exactly what this does to the fuel window. I don't think it really does anything to it, except for, you know, just one more stop to the end.
Yeah, well, they had a certain plan in place, so maybe they definitely could probably one stop this from here. But yeah, they definitely like, you couldn't have timed that more perfect.
That was good. That was really good. It'd be like that sometimes, man. You love it when it goes like that, but let me tell you, it's not gonna be like that all season, man. I wish it could be.
Yep, so we are under caution at lap number 17. We almost got a quarter of the way in, but the chaos is starting early.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember last season, I dropped internet connection on the grid, and it took me all race to catch up. We didn't get our caution until 10 to go or so, somewhere around in there.
Yeah, I do remember we ran at least half the race, because I remember we committed to a strategy, then we already pitted, but then we had a stupid little, I guess, intent spun, or someone self-spun. I don't know why, but
as he had.
That's what. Like, it takes one yellow to trigger the chaos, and I think we're about to see it unfold.
Yeah. Yeah, this shuffles a whole lot up here. I don't know. I'd be scared to race after that.
And oh wait, Seth's up here? What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did Seth stay out, or is he a wave around, or?
Yeah, I don't know where Seth came from, but
Or unless he probably stayed on the racetrack.
he may have.
Maybe he's thinking if he can save enough fuel under these yellows, he could make it on a one stop, but I don't know.
Let me see.
I was like, I am actually in this. I was about to say, I'm actually in spectating the session just to get some extra info in case I need it. And I could hear some crunching as we were on that shot of people entering the pits. Then the FTF just cuts to Ray flipping through the air.
Yeah, no merch made that pit stop. Oh, you know what happened?
What happened?
I think since your guys were so far behind, he ended up, since he was leading the race, he came down topped off.
Yes.
And got out of pit road just before all those guys passed him.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, here we go. Come back to green. Oh, it looks like he passed all but one of them. That's damn.
Yep. Well, at least he's still in a good spot, though.
There we go. And big jump.
Yeah, now let's see. He's got several of his teammates. He's got Eric Royce, Michael P. Frisch behind him, part of the NFR gang. Then I think you got, I believe that's Mr. Zach Nichols, who's returned to the Road to Pro scene after taking a year off.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Larry Pace up there, who actually joined our little group this year. So
okay.
Definitely a stacked Road to Pro field we got from NFR this year. And definitely we're all proud of these guys of all the work they've been putting in so far.
Yeah, I remember Larry ruining our Altus train at Talladega and Road to Pro year 2.
I remember I actually didn't run Road to Pro in 2021, but I do remember this track you guys tried to pull a Dega and it got all foiled.
It did. We got all jumbled, but that's okay. Look at these guys go. Too wide. These guys are pushing hard too. All these guys finally restart under the belt. Everybody's kind of caught back up. Everybody's topped off of fuel and tires if they wanted them. You know, I would imagine tire wear is probably not a whole lot with these trucks, but probably not a lot of handling issues too much either. But
yeah, I'd say I don't know how much people are going to ride now, because this is easily a one stop from here. So people are just going to push hard, try to go for it, and yeah. I must say the Craftsman banners on these trucks, they look stunning in my opinion. I think they just pop.
Love to see Craftsman come back. That's so cool.
That's nostalgia right there. And we got someone blinking back there.
Here we go. On board with.
Yes. Look at the beautiful bar visual machine. And the lovely JDR graphics machine out front leading.
That's a perfect spot too, man.
Absolutely.
That's
just trying to be in these front two. Like, that's my favorite spot. You either want to be pushing or being the one pushed. Being like in those first 2 rows.
Yeah, I don't know. I like leading laps. P2 though, you can control so much right there. That's exactly what I was doing on Tuesday night. I mean, like I said, we had such a good setup, but man, you get in that spot and you can really just control, you know, how the outside really rolls it and hopefully keep that bottom line with a lot of momentum when it needs momentum to keep your track position. That's so important at, you know, Daytona, Talladega, really to keep you up front, keep you out of the trouble.
Yeah, I wish I had a good a race as you guys did on Tuesday, but that's just the way the Super Speedway goes sometimes.
It's true. Man, I'm telling you, it's good when the luck's on your side. Sometimes it's just not.
Yeah, it seems like nice little NFR controlling the field up here. Dan on the bottom, Eric Royce up there on the top, being pushed by Mr. Seth the Merchant.
Still got a lot of guys just hanging back, waiting. It's probably for the best, man. Still a lot of race to go.
Yeah, there might be a few of these guys that might just ride it out for a little bit longer until we get to that final pit stop, and then it's going to be hit the go button, and we're really going to start seeing some action.
Yeah, oh man. Is there a minimum speed in Road to Pro? I don't think there is. That man would not be meeting it right there.
Oh, we got some sort of trouble back there. I don't know what happened. Someone got pushed out of the groove.
Yeah, some truck. That's what I'm talking about. Some of those guys. I'm surprised he cleared the meatball right there. I don't know how you got that one back out on the track.
Yeah.
Here we go. Birch pushing good.
Nice 2x2. Think we'll see anyone try to push 3 wide again, like Ray tried to do on that before? Or you think everyone's just content with where they are right now?
Somebody to get there eventually. I mean, I'm surprised honestly somebody hadn't done it already, but hey, I mean, they'll get there eventually. I don't know. I would have done it 5 laps ago, man. Get up there, you could really carry the truck even by itself. That 3rd lane here at Daytona. Oh, there's somebody else. Man,
yep, someone probably in one of them wrecks.
Like I said, not fun. Those guys gonna be riding around like that the rest of the race. That stinks.
Even though some people might have a bad night tonight, if I'm not mistaken, I believe there is one drop week in both round 1 and round 2. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure there is. But even if you have a bad race early, don't sweat it. We got 7, 8 races.
Daytona,
yeah.
A lot of people gonna get wrecked out at Daytona. A lot of guys you race them with, and that's just the nature of the beast. But
yeah, that was my situation last year. I remember the first 3 races, were all finishes outside the top 20. Like, it was a horrible start for me last year. I remember I got wrecked on the last lap here last year, blew my engine at Las Vegas with like 5 to go, and then my power went out at Atlanta. So my first 3 races, dude, I was like throwing in the towel already. I thought my season was done, but Presley Gilson, like one of the head guys over at NFR, was keeping me in the game. He knew I could make it back up just because the way the points work, especially with the splits and stuff in the round 1, you run in these top splits, you get a lot of points if you run well. And then I knocked off like 2 or 3 top 5 finishes right after that. So yeah, I had a pretty insane comeback to get back into round 2, but yeah, and then we went from there. So bad night early, easily can make it up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, a lot of guys. I think I saw. I didn't see the final count for how many people signed up this year for round 1, but it looked like it was approaching 4 digits once again, which is wow. A lot of guys coming out. A lot of folks coming out.
Yeah, it's great to see. A lot of people see like what the Coke Series is doing today, and they want to be a part of it, just like you and me. So, and I definitely guarantee, like a lot of these guys have fallen out. Like I know, like Brian Mercurio, Bradley Pratt, just to name a few that are in this race tonight, are trying to get back to that top ladder. So, hopefully, maybe they can make it back. We'll see. They got a long year grinding to get back.
It's true. Yeah, I can only imagine. At least doing Road to Pro last year, making it to Contender, not quite making it to Coke, and then doing it a second year. You really learn a lot doing a full season of it. And yeah, I can only imagine those guys who then spent a year in Coke, going back and doing the ladder again, what the experience is like, and just all knowledge I'm sure they've probably gotten from a lot of different races and a lot of different scenarios, a lot of stuff like that. So that was one thing I took away from a lot of it.
Yeah, thankfully I had a good enough year. I will say I definitely benefited from a lot of people to make it through to this year, but I mean, it's just you got to put yourself in those kind of positions and stuff. And thankfully, I was able to put myself in all the right positions, and thankfully, I was able to make it on I could say my first try. But just glad when you have a great group behind you like North Force Racing and all them, and just glad to be in this spot, and hopefully it'll be the same for all these guys that are leading the pack right here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, these guys all under a blanket. Still 2x2, not a lot of change.
Yep, seems about like 10 rows deep.
Probably what a lot of these guys want, just want to jog some laps, not wreck, not get any damage, cruise, work on that fuel window, think about that pit stop,
Yep. Like, oh, watch that hole, Eric. Don't leave that open, because Seb will take that very quick. There's a switch on the back. His house. He is streaming right now. And also, David Shieldhouse wanted to give him a shout out too. He's streaming over on Shieldhouse down in 6th Split or somewhere around there. So
nice.
They definitely wanted to give him a shout out there, or he wanted me to give him a shout out. So glad to come through for him. We got 2 houses, I guess you could say, you could watch on. His house and the Shieldhouse. Get ready to approach lap 30 here, but starting lap number 29. Just standard 2x2. Not going. I'm kind of bored right now. I want to see some action. I mean, we got plenty of it. We got plenty of it right now, but I understand. If I'm in their spot, yes, I'm taking my time. But as the viewer and the broadcaster, I wanted to get these guys to start wrecking them up here a little bit.
Yeah, it's all right. We got plenty of time for that nonsense. Plenty of time. We got 3 green white checkers. I'm sure we'll use them all. I bet.
Oh yeah. We nearly used all of them on Tuesday, so.
Oh, yeah. Almost. Man, I wish we used one too many, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah. I went back and watched the race from Tuesday, and you were in the perfect spot, too. So,
yeah.
Just very, very big unfortunate.
We'll see. All right. Well, all these guys chilling. Dan's running steady line up there. And once again, I mean, that's a big too for all those NFR guys. A lot of friends, a lot of guys, probably a lot of trust in there. That's what you want on all these plate track kind of style.
Yeah.
Keep all your friends near you, all nose to tail, and call things out real quickly if necessary. But hey, these guys are chilling right now.
So now you guys are trying to line. I wonder who's gonna pull the trigger to maybe come down and pit early. Because if people start to hit that fuel window, they're gonna start bringing it in as they're passing a few lap trucks here. But
yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we still got a little. We'll probably at least past 10
Day.
laps or so.
Yeah, I'd say at least another 10, 15 before we see. We got someone throwing on the apron here.
We got going
Can't
on
pick out who that is. Boyd Hogan.
Boyd had a hell of a season last year. Nearly made it into Coke. Oh man, is that thing dead? Oh.
Yeah, I think he is pulling over.
He's pulling it off. Damn, that's a tough break. I hate to start off week 1 like that, but man, there's plenty of weeks coming up. He's real strong. He'll bounce back.
Yeah, remember round 2 Pocono last year? Big win for him. Yeah, he did something that I didn't do last year, so for sure I know he'll be bounce back strong in the next few weeks. But yeah, like that's something like you may have a bad first race, and I know you got plenty of other weeks to get back per se, or to try to get back on track. But just you have a bad first race, you kinda gets you down the dumps a little bit. I know you want to like start off on the right foot, but having a bad first race, it can definitely get down on you.
Yeah. Just looking at this, trying to see how many cars. Looks like we got 20 or so at least in the lead pack. I wanted to see how many eventually kind of. I think Boyd was one of those guys. Probably had some damage from that first wreck. I want to see 25 cars. It's still a lot of guys back here too, just single file hanging out. Probably just saving fuel, saving whatever. It looks like 28, and everybody on down. Pretty much packed it up or laps down from damage. But hey, I mean it's. Every point matters, man. Sometimes it don't, but you know, especially in a format like this, you know, if you want to really get to that top 70 and transfer on, it might be worth hanging out, run as many laps as you can. You never know who might drop out of the race, even drop connection or something silly like that, right? So, yeah, as many points as you can get, and never give up.
Yeah, a lot of people have their opinions on this format. I don't really have an opinion. I just go with the flow. Like, that's the stuff. I just don't worry about, like, what's going on. I just go with the flow, just keep my head down, and just do what I do, per se. Just really don't focus on, like, people, like,
fast, that's the way it is, you know?
Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
Meanwhile, the Rondo file, I got my phone next to me, got the duels on. They're coming down to, like, 4 to go. It seems to be pretty exciting finishing the duel here.
Oh, man.
Saw Kyle Busch got turned from the lead, it looked like, earlier, and it caused a few wrecks. A few cars got wrecked there, I noticed earlier.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Hate to hear.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Someone popping out.
Third lane time? Hello?
Nope. Nope. Never mind.
Who's that back here?
Who is that?
Purple truck.
Trying to pick him out. Joseph, I think.
Oh, man,
that would be Joseph.
Come on, Joseph.
Joseph Square, let's go.
Yeah, let's see. I want to see some third line action. I'm telling you, that third line looking mighty tasty. A little action coming at it too. Back up, buddy, behind you. Get some mo coming out of turn 2. Rip down that backstretch, third lane. I'm telling you. Come on, somebody's got it in them.
For sure.
I don't know. That's the thing, though. It's like, well, some of these guys might be sitting back. You know, if they're gonna pit early, probably don't want to go third lane, right? Unless you're going straight to the lead, and you pit from the lead. It's always good to have that track position, but
yeah.
I think a lot of these guys, just hanging back and probably see them relatively early. I still think that's the move, and wouldn't be surprised. I mean, NFR's already lined up to do it whenever they please, so it's hard to mess that up, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, they're sitting really good for the rest of this race.
Sitting in the prime position.
I'm just curious to see what Merch does and how he handles this last probably half of the race.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Merch does.
He's working with. I don't know if he's working with anybody in particular. I know he's got a lot of friends out there. Be happy to work with him. So wouldn't be surprised to see probably files in maybe a little group. But he's pushing real good out there. And that outside line rolling. Still 2x2.
Getting closer to the halfway point, and hey, is that Todd Gilliland leading?
Yeah, I just looked over. That 38 looks mighty fine out front of Daytona, let me tell you what.
Looking fine on a Tuesday, looking good on a Thursday as well.
That's right, man. He about to get turned. Tell you what.
Oh no. Oh, we got problems. They're fine.
There we go. Joseph back there. I'm telling you, that third lane looking mighty fine.
You be the guy to look out for. Oh, is that Mr. Corley Joy in P3?
Oh, here we go. Moving around a lap truck here. A couple lap trucks just parking it there on the bottom.
Yep. Yeah, I tell you, they were involved in that first track, and they're just like riding around, just hoping for some more trouble, try to pick up some points.
Slowest two-truck tandem I've ever seen.
Yep.
Tough break.
Oh, dang, Connor Daly made the 500. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's awesome.
Oh, here we go. Larry's hopped up here on the top side.
Here we go.
Up here in front of Merch. And is that Royce up there?
Yep, Eric Royce pushing him. Larry Page trying to pace the field here. Sorry, I had to say that once. Had to get it out there.
Yeah, I'm glad you got that one out of the way before halftime.
Yep. Everyone keeping it nice and clean. Don't know if we'll be seeing another wreck here coming up soon, but
oh yeah.
Like I said, very interesting when the pit stops are going to happen. I imagine like right when that fuel window opens, we're going to start seeing most people come down to get that stop out of the way.
Yeah, I can only imagine. NFR is probably about the only group here that's got the numbers and they're pretty much on top of each other to pit and pull the pack. So I would imagine then if they don't do it, we'll just still get one more big pack like this towards the end. And if that's the case, we are going to wreck some more virtual race trucks tonight. But we'll see.
Yeah, best part is it won't cost them a dime. So
I hope not.
Great thing about competing in iRacing. Don't cost you anything when you wreck something.
Unless you got them fancy motion race, get some Jordan Taylor style.
Oh yeah, yes. So we're coming to complete halfway here.
Whoopee. Yeah, a lot of those guys cruising in the back.
See who is going to lead halfway. So Mr. Dan the Man Buttafuoco going to lead halfway here. Got Mr. JD Laird on the spotter stand for Mr. Dan Buttafuoco.
Very nice. Yeah, the first smooth on the bottom, Blake. Them guys. Yep. Still nobody's up there in that third lane, man. Nobody's up in that.
We got. Let's see. That's in second split. Oh, watch out! Oh no!
Hey, goodness gracious! Have you ever? That tops what we saw in top split.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
Well, there's some action for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna run a Road to Pro race, you're gonna want to map your reset button to anything available at your earliest convenience. That is tough. And you also probably want to look through your windshield and see if there's any stopped vehicles on the track. That's a pro tech tip of the night.
Pro tech tips with Michael Koji Jr., ladies and gentlemen. Like, this is so similar that I saw happen in this happened in a C Open like a few hours before the race. This was a very similar incident that happened in a C Open, and we just saw it again in the real thing. Like, really, anything can happen, I guess.
Man, I tell you what, in 2 runs through Road to Pro, I've seen some things I didn't think I'd see. I'll tell you that. You never know what you might see on a Thursday night. You never know what you might see somebody try to get away with on a Thursday night. Let me tell you that. But
I've seen a lot of things happen on Thursday nights.
I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of good ones coming up. Maconi Entertainment. Come on.
Absolutely. Part here of the ProCast. Seems like first half of the race, everything's gone nice and smooth so far. So that's all we can ask for.
Yep. This is getting down to the fun part now. When we start counting to go, 38 to go. Oh boy, this is when we start thinking about, that last pit stop, position yourself where you want to be. Do you want to win the race? Do you want to play it safe? Play for the top 5, top 10, get yourself some points? What do you want to do here at the end, you know? It's really important, especially not to make any mistakes, pit road mistakes, you know, no speeding. Getting your tires all set, whether you're taking them or not.
Yep, I'd imagine this long green flag run and how much fuel you got today, you probably have to fill it up anyway. I wouldn't be surprised we'll see some 4 tires coming up here. And, well, also, something I want to point out, Daytona ain't the only super speedway that is in round 1. We do have Atlanta coming up in a few weeks, too, so.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, I mean, oof. That is a road to pro race I am not missing, I would say that.
Oh, that's one I cannot wait to watch as a viewer. I probably would not like it as a driver, but dang, I'm going to be in my seat watching that. That's for darn sure.
Yeah, I think it's on the Coke schedule, but I don't know. Would want to be banking on points there.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it'll be fun in the next gen, because I've raced the next gen a little bit there at the new Atlanta for the last summer. It was actually really fun in the next gen. I don't know how it's going to be in a truck. I feel it's going to be a lot more gridlock like what we're seeing right now, but we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
Those guys are still rolling out there. I would probably be taking those 2 vehicles to the apron every time. That kind of puts the leaders in a precarious position, just being that slow, especially on corner exit, having to make that big of a jump around. Hopefully they probably are a little more careful there when it comes down to it. There's going to be a lot of lanes wide of vehicles. It's going to be tough to organize everybody going that slow there.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot's changed. Still 2 lanes here. A lot of those guys still hanging back there, saving fuel, whatnot. And probably saving truck. Probably lead to a shorter pit stop though. A lot of those guys saving hard, you know, pit whenever, take less fuel. I would imagine probably a lot of these guys are just going to be filling it. Well, it depends. I mean, depends on how far they go and how far they can go.
Yep, Foss, don't forget to account for those GWCs as well. We got 3 of them, and I wouldn't be surprised we'll probably be using all of them.
Yeah, that's the tricky part, man. That is the tricky part. So you really do not want to go to those green and white checkers, especially if you're short in fuel. But
yeah, that's I will say, for our green flag pit stop that happened on Tuesday night, I did end up taking a full tank of gas just to be ready to prepare for GWCs, and that led to my downfall since I lost the lead pack, and my race went certain words I will not say right now, but yeah.
You gotta be mindful. Yeah. These things can happen. You come in there, a lot of bad things can happen, and you do not want to come out of there losing the pack. Let me tell you that.
There are now Butterfuco and Frisch. They are clear of that outside lane, and near Larry Page. Oh, I think we might be starting to see a game plan happen here. Yeah. I think all the NFR boys are starting to get together.
Oh boy.
Like I said, they are in the best spot to win right now. Like, they got the best spot. They got they got their strategy planned out. They got the numbers. But there's a lot of other people that are going to try to ruin that plan too.
Yeah, so then we'll see how these other guys react. Because if they go ahead and pit,
oh, here we go.
Takers. Man, somebody's sending it.
He ain't making it. There ain't no way. Oh, contact. Oh, massive trouble.
Wow.
Oh no.
Man, he's bad. There you go. We got trouble. Oh man, never mind. Sorry, I thought we had some more trouble on the track. But
man,
there's how it could go south so damn quickly, man. Look at that.
That pit entry is tricky.
All it takes one guy.
If they had any hope of trying to do something, well, that just got ruined right there. So.
Yep. Damage gonna make the truck slower, and they already lost all that time. Gonna need a caution to get back into it. But wouldn't be surprised if we get another one before the end of this thing. But you don't want to wait too long.
Yep, here come the NFR boys.
Try to do it again.
And here comes a few others along with them too. Just don't speed. Don't speed.
Looks like everybody got a load down that time.
All right, now just don't hit each other. Just please do not hit each other. Let's see, I think we're gonna see some. Yep, that too. If you're only gonna take like 2 tires. Oh no!
Uh oh, we got one on the inside.
I think that's Eric. No, that's Eric.
Oh, backed it in there too.
Eric missed it. Wow. He missed his bot. Oh, he's still trying to get in there.
He's got a lot of problems here, gang.
And I don't know if he got a little bit of damage from that too.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be another one that's gonna need caution. So One by one, you start losing these guys under the cycle, man. It's going to make the pack a lot smaller. Give a lot of these guys a chance.
And here comes a few more. Well, it's only 3 of them, though, so... might not...
About 10, 15 lead pack. We'll see what those guys do then. They might just take it for a while and empty the tank.
Yeah, especially if you have like one of them last pit boxes, your pit entry, you gotta be really careful. Like I had that issue on Tuesday night. I started near the back and I had like one of the first pit stalls. Thankfully, I got in there nice and smooth and had no issues. But
yeah, it's never
thankfully it's tough when you got one of them early pit boxes because you're coming in and friggin' going from like 185, probably what these guys are hitting.
Yeah, right to
try to get down to 60, 55, whatever pit road speed is. I wouldn't be surprised what we seeing these guys coming in right now. Unless they're going to try to stick it out, work together, and maybe take a little bit less fuel to make it a quick pit stop to get to the end.
Yeah, see, I mean...
that guy just cut across.
Yeah, there we go. That was close. That leaves about 4 trucks.
Yeah, there's Clam. He's one of them. He's in that number 2 truck.
And about 4 in, 4 out. And these guys are going to take service here, so... All these guys, it looks like 1 lap at a time, are all getting service. So I would imagine all these guys, 1 at a time, are probably going to link back here to one big pack like we just saw. Yeah, all these guys, here's all the chaos, everybody getting organized, getting up to speed. This is where wrecks can happen very quickly and very fast. I'm going to tell you, all these guys coming in with a head of steam. And I wouldn't be surprised this is where we're going to see that 3rd line. And comes another group back here. You know, you don't want to give up that run. Some of these guys are there pulling to the bottom. Heck with that. Take it to the top. Let's go to the front, baby. It's time to go. Got all your gas? Here we go. This is the last of them right here, it looks like. Merch and Freenars and all these guys down here. Kenny. And we'll see how these guys then, the last really to pit, then link up with this lead group because this lead pack, it looks like they're formed and they are hauling right now.
These are going to be the boys that are most likely going to be fighting for the win right here.
Yep.
There, I see Breyer. He's actually joined this pack. Got a little bit of left door damage. There comes Clamp, and trying to figure out who that is. Number 18, no idea. They just came out of the pits. They're going to try to join up with this draft. Going to be a little bit of 3x3 action here. And we are going to see some 3x3 action here. They try to catch up, and that actually worked out pretty good for those guys. So here we go. We got Breyer coming up the middle.
There we go. Now we're racing, boys. Now we're racing. Let's go. 29 laps to go. It's go time. That last pit stop hits. It's time to get after it. Here we go. Here comes these 4. Already getting spotted. 1, 2, 3. Merch, I think, is that last guy up there at the front.
Yes, he is.
And, with one other guy.
He's got help. Oh, dude, this is going to work out perfectly for him, I think.
These guys are just going to fall right. Oh, trouble.
It's no. Big trouble. That guy's flying.
We got one in the air.
Chris is in it. I think Dan got in it. Or did he? Man. I think he might be okay. No, Dan got in it.
That's what I was telling you. It was the last of those 4 guys, man. But it can happen so quickly. Guys blending back up in there and the pack coming up on them. Got to be so careful with those lanes and where you're at. And it all came together there.
Yes. I heard some crunching in the, yep, there Dan got in it. That's very unfortunate. He led most of this race. I heard some crunching in my headset from the little spectating session I'm hearing right now, but just want to make sure it was happening, but that took out quite a few of the NFR guys, unfortunately, so that sucks for me, sucks for them.
Yeah, let's take a look here.
Yeah, just guys coming out of the pit. I said this track can be wide enough for 4 wide. You can make it work, but
yeah, it looks like, so here's what happened. The 10 car, man, it looks like maybe a little bit of net code. Maybe they were really close.
No.
18, oh my goodness, get him a barf bag. That is trouble right there.
Okay, yeah, get him to urgent care instantly.
Ooh-wee. It looked like Larry took it past, and then the 10 car started checking up, and then like everybody started checking up. They were already however many trucks wide.
That's where Dan got a lot of damage right there. He like the 18 came up and it just like hit him right in the nose. So definitely destroyed him pretty good right there.
Yeah.
Well then, everyone's completed their pit stops, and we've had another yellow.
Yeah, good opportunity to the top. Oh, we got another replay here. Yeah, let's see what happened to Dan. Really stinks because him and a lot of those NFR guys having such a great race and great track
and it just got
bad. Wow, yeah, bad place. Oh man, that's the worst. Somebody gets hooked across your nose there. And
17. That was Casey Tucker, I believe, in the 17 got involved too.
Yeah. That's Daytona at its worst, man. hate to be in those positions, man. It can happen so quick. You get boxed in, just nothing you can do. Hate it for Dan. All you can do is practice hard and be there next week.
I'm gonna say he's blowing a motor. He's trying to roll back to his pit stall. He's trying to get there. I think his pit box right up there. Well, anyway, Larry Pace leads the field.
That's right.
And like, hey, look at our boy Blake McCandless up there.
Yes, sir. P2, my man Merch, P3.
I'm telling you, you can never count Merch out of these super speed races. No matter what everyone tries to throw at him, what kind of strategy, you never can count this guy out.
He's so smooth, man. I saw a stat today. I'm not 100% sure it's true, but I wouldn't doubt it. I think every single Road to Pro Daytona top split races have been won by Altus drivers. So the streak is going to have to continue tonight with Merch, as he's the only one in here tonight, since I think Danson did not make it in. So
yeah, it would be a shame if it did get broken, though. It'd be even more of a shame if it got broken by an NFR guy.
That would be disgusting.
Boy. Tell you what, I've had a lot of fun so far. I don't know about you, but this has been a good time.
Yeah, we had some, you know, we had some riding there in the middle, but it's getting good right at the right time. I'm telling you, get a caution about 25 laps to go. It gets real now.
Yeah, I saw Briar back there in 6th. He did get a piece of the action right there. Got up into the wall, but I think he might be good enough to continue. Because I know, like, the damage you get on these trucks, like, especially, I don't know what's worse, having damage on the Xfinity or the truck, but it seems like both. You just get like the littlest bit of damage and you're essentially killed. But I don't know how much it will work in the draft and stuff, because like we're at a plate track, it's different than compared to say we're racing at a short track or a mile and a half or whatnot. But we'll have to see a few of these damaged guys up here, see if they can hang on to the pack here.
Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. Yeah, those guys got some of the wall, and again, it's gonna be tough 25 laps. Some of those guys to keep up with the pack and get as many points they can. But you know, I don't know. Some of those guys have been riding out there. That's what they were looking for. Because not only we tore a bunch of trucks right there. Some of them knocked out of the race. About to probably knock out a couple more if I had to guess. So, you know, compared to those guys hanging around and getting as many points as you can get. Like I said, you never know when it might matter, but it might matter.
For sure. And all right, I believe we are going back green. Yes, everyone's doubling up here. So we got Larry Pace, Blake McCandless on the front row. Then we got Merch, Kenny Brady, Zach Nichols, LaPrade.
And we got Mercurio setting up there, top 10.
Yeah, Mercurio. We haven't seen him. We haven't talked about him all night long. But he's definitely getting back up there. And then there's Logan Clampett, who's probably just here to win.
Yep, P12.
He's definitely going to put on a show near the end here.
Yeah, third lane's going to get tested here. One of them folk, I do believe. All right, come on, pace car. Turn that thing off the track. Let's get on with it.
Yes, sir. And there is the green. Let's try again.
He's got one of the best pushers right behind him in the game.
Absolutely. I can agree with that. Going back to the Podium 500 last year.
It's like Briar's hopping bottom, a lot of these guys hopping bottom. Top, not a lot of help. Nobody.
Oh boy, no help for Blake or Kenny. Oh, Briar thinking about going back up? Maybe? Nope.
So he's maybe got a little bit of damage, but I think it's up to speed just fine.
Oh, there we go. He's going back up. We'll see if some of these guys are able to hang on like that. I'm worried about Briar's damage because I saw his left side was already damaged and he got a piece of the wall, got part of the action on that last wreck there. So we'll see if he can hang on here.
It's smart though, because I'm telling you, you don't want to be stuck on that bottom line, especially at this time of the race. Like now is the time to go. And if you don't go, all those guys that are hopping middle and top are just going to go around and either clear or be in front of you and then drop down in front of you and just slowly, you know, drop down the line one by one on the bottom. And then when they start wrecking, you're about right there in the middle of it. So I see a lot of these guys try to widen out this groove here. You see that third lane already starting to get going. Here we go.
Yeah, I see Joseph's trying something back there. I mean, if you're outside the top 20, you got to try something now because you're probably done pitting. This is a straight sprint to the finish. I mean, you're back there. You got to do something.
It's true. Well, I always like two approaches. A, 100%, let's go. Or B, 24 laps. We got time to think about it. We got plenty of time to wreck some trucks, you know? Especially if these guys get antsy, it might be worth hanging back for another extra 10, 12 laps, or hell, even, I mean, to the white flag if you're not feeling it, you know? I don't know. But sometimes, every once in a while, you hang back at the right time. They're following your lap.
See Blake hanging tough there on the outside of Larry. And I'm very interested to see if anyone will go below the yellow line, because the yellow line is fair game. Anywhere on the racetrack is fair game. So I wonder if anyone will pull go below the yellow line trickery here at the end of this thing. We'll have to wait and see.
I certainly hope not. You know, in the trial, well, all right, but I don't know. Everywhere else, there's plenty of racetrack to get it done. You know, on the right side of the double yellow. Not a big fan of racing below it, but it is free game. You know, coming to the trial if necessary. We got one truck. Shout out to this man. Who's this? 31.
It's Joseph. Like, dude, he's been going to that third lane. He's been the only one that's been trying to do it.
Somebody got to help up there. Somebody got to go up there and help this man.
Come on, needs to go help Joseph Square. Need help our man Joseph Squared up there. Representing.
Who's he representing?
Representing the Recco camp.
Oh, okay. Here we are. Well,
so is Briar LaPrade. He's also out of that Recco camp as well.
That's right. That's right.
Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off there if you were about to say something.
No, you're good. No, I want to hear who he's representing.
Yeah,
we got saying, like, I want to see him. I want somebody represent his rear end and get him on up there and get some racing here. Hey, he's trying, man. He's rolling good. He's no help.
But I do like it. I think he's gonna be a factor, because eventually someone's gonna try to go up there as we get down into the final quarter of this race. Someone gonna try.
It's locked too wide. That's the only way you're gonna make up ground at this point, it seems. It's been a lot of that tonight.
Now, here we go. I think. Then you try to pop out again. I mean, it works. Like, he gets in line, he gets a run, he's gonna take it and just hope he can gain a few, but then he just loses it immediately when he gets no help. I mean, the only thing he can do is try to pinch down, get on the door of the truck next to him, and try to make something work that way. But there is a fear, because a lot of really bad stuff could go wrong.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you can really, like, you can make that outside roll by itself on the backstretch, but you really need that friend the whole rest of the way. That's all right. Somebody go up there eventually. We got plenty of time. But I'm telling you, these guys are on each other. It is dense, these two lanes up here.
Yes.
Oh, man, I'm excited.
Got Larry Lee in the bottom, Blake Lee in the top. Blake is actually also streaming on his Twitch channel, Mr. F4 Speed. Trying to speed his way to the win here, possibly.
I can see it. He's got a nose for it, man. He's been around. And he's definitely the best lane right now, man. Middle carries so well, especially once it ends up, you know, turning into 3. As you see, we got a helper up there. Who's up there?
Here we go. Come on.
Here we come. Now we got some more folks looking up there.
That would be Dalton Collins.
All right, Dalton. Here we go.
There we go. Come on.
Straight to the front. What did I tell you? Straight to the front.
And
if you get a third truck here,
look, we got 3. We got 4.
Yeah.
Eric Royce, who had a pit issue, he needed a yellow. He got it. We got a race now inside 20 to go.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so much more help. And they're going to carry. Look at that. They're almost already up there.
3 by 3.
Here comes a 5th truck.
Blake, get in. He is clear out front.
I mean, it's almost like a free ticket. I don't know why somebody didn't go up there earlier, because it's like...
Look at the spot he's in. He's got the lead in the 3rd lane. He's got a shot to win the race now. And probably, hopefully, if he gets out front, he can probably stay out of the danger of being in the middle of that pack, being part of the big one.
The work's not quite done yet. Got to get even first, and then got to clear. But it's like, do you take it? I don't know. Depends on, you know, how hard, you know, Collins has been pushing back there.
Yep.
You know, sometimes you clear, give a break, drop, hot middle, but, you know, at this stage, like, you know, you might be going green to the end, probably not going green to the end, but, you know, I'm hopping in that middle, man. Middle's going to take me, right in front of everybody. No.
That's everybody. No, Blake's in it.
Oh,
everyone
man. That looked like it was going to be a lot bigger than what it was.
Yep.
What the hell?
We got the commentators, or Procast curse. We start talking about these guys, and we all junk them.
Yeah, it looked like just that's a shame. A bad push right there at the front. I mean, just right rear. in front of the whole. I thought that was going to be the whole field there, but
Yeah, I was surprised. Only a few people got collected. Everyone was able to like kind of get through there unscathed. So I have to go back and see what happened. Maybe it was just a bad bump. And I was about another point I was about to bring up. A lot of these people could be getting hot, pushed on the outside like Dalton Collins. He could be getting hot too. So that third lane is not going to last as long as probably like the middle 2 lanes will, or the bottom 2 lanes will. So. Yeah, bad hook. There you go. That's all. That's all it'll take.
It looked like, and Brian was poking out, and he was on P2, and I'd have to see a different angle, but I wouldn't be surprised if probably they were pushing. Oh, here we go. Look at this. As you can see, he knocked him sideways. He went down the track, and then he hit him just a little bit to the right, and then he went swiftly through his right rear.
Yeah, that looked to be Kenny, who just got him out of shape a little bit. I'd like to see like a helicopter view here. I think that's Mr. Zach Johnson on the producer side of FTF here, giving us all the camera angles, providing us over here on the Procast. But I think Joseph, I don't think he's too bad. I think he only got clipped and scrubbed the wall. I think he might have gotten the race lead here. So I think he might be in good shape. Or there's about to be a view.
Ooh, this is what you don't want to see.
Oh man, no.
That's what you don't want to feel right there. Just clear, driven through. Nobody cares whatsoever there. All right. Keep on going.
Let's see. That's Brad Mahal right there in the 1, representing EPI.
Yeah, I mean, damn, it's driven through right there. You want to check up? Use your brake pedal.
There's Ray, still sitting in the pits after the horrendous ride he took earlier. Oh, he's taking tires. Is he going back on the track, maybe? I don't know. But Blake is in the pit. Some guys actually have pitted, maybe to fix a little bit of damage, get tires, maybe. Mm-hmm. I think Larry's the last NFR guy that's up here that has not died yet. So.
Wow, that's a shame too, because man. I mean, the numbers, and I don't, maybe if they just had a slow pit stop exchange, I mean, to be fair, it's still shuffling, but it's really a shame that they didn't really lock back in and have that track position that they had, because they had that first half on lock with just the way they were sitting, and one by one, man, that's tough, but it's up to Larry to bring them home now. We'll see.
Yes.
But I hate to say that kind of favors my man Merch. As the numbers, as the laps go down, as the wrecks happen, some of these guys get knocked out of the race, and all of a sudden, it's kind of turns into a free-for-all. And like I said, there's not one man in this field I am picking. If it's it is Merch. It is said the Merch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to lean that Merch might get this done, but I mean, like I said, look, Joseph, P2. He got people to work with him, and now he's in like a prime position to maybe pull off an upset here.
Yeah.
And look at our man Justin right there.
Yeah, Justin saying, "What's up, Justin? How we doing?" The road to pro starts at Daytona. It's true.
Absolutely. Got to meet Justin at Media Day. Cool guy. Got to meet you at Media. It was cool to. I'm gonna bring that up here. Cool to meet so many people at Media Day. You get to meet all these guys. Y'all are awesome to meet, and cool to go against you every week. Just cool to meet all the people that you've raced with for so many years, and you get to meet them finally in person. It's always cool when you get to like meet these people.
Yeah, it was wild. A lot of people. It's like, oh man, crazy. Shoved us all in one room. I wish I stole a Danish. Those Danishes were looking good. I got out of there before I got one. Well, what we got here? Larry, Joseph, front row.
Yep.
We got Merch and Kenny. Looks like that Kenny machine torn up there up top. It's just in that last one. Some nose damage. We'll see how that goes. Yeah,
I mean, I was going to say if you got a pick, but I think you're already settled on who you think is going to pull this off. And I think it's the man in that number 5 machine right there.
Yeah, that's going to be my pick for this race. Let's see.
Fresh is actually hanging in there 15. He got collected in a wreck earlier, but he's staying in it, trying to get back up there.
Yeah, a couple of these guys. I know Breyer's still hanging up there. He's got some damage. It's slowly turning into one of those, who's clean, who's not. We still got 15 to go, so once again, still plenty of time to tear up some trucks here, but I see some stragglers back there fixing damage, trying to get caught back up here before we go green. That field's looking slimmer and slimmer here.
Absolutely, but anyway, anyone watching the Procast, we appreciate y'all watching, as we've had a lot of fun doing this, and we're getting down to the nitty-gritty now, Cozy.
Plenty of time. Let's go. 15 coming to 14. Larry Page leads him.
Let's see. He don't really got Seth didn't get quite on his bumper. Joseph, he's got the help on his bumper with Kenny, and he's gonna shoot right out to the lead here.
Yeah, bottom did not get going. Everybody's kind of split up here. We got 3 trucks on the bottom. I don't know what in the world happened. Somebody did hop top. Oh, looks like 31's got some door damage, and these guys starting to come back here.
There you go. Now they're getting connected now, and they're trying to get a third line started up there.
And that third line has already gotten going. Here we go.
Yeah, now it's where everyone gloves are off, full send.
You see that 31 wiggling up there in the middle. That's one thing I wanted to mention. A couple months ago, iRacing changed the drafting with these trucks and the bump drafting, and you can really knock some guys sideways now. It's a lot different. It's a lot more touchy-feely than it used to be. It's really easy to knock some guys loose, and we kind of saw it there in that last wreck. Blake getting right reared. Would not be surprised if we get some more like that, some bad pushes, because everybody's going to be knocking the hell out of each other, trying to go to the front here and score some points, and especially to score that Road to Pro win. So,
yeah,
look at these guys. I mean, they're getting after it.
Yeah,
pushing hard. No helper on the bottom.
Yeah, points. That's what these guys are out here. I mean, they love to get LA. Winning at Daytona, it's huge. That's what just imagine how Tucker felt Tuesday night, getting one for us rookies.
Hell yeah.
Well, look at Kwame going. He had a little pit road mishap earlier. Now he's going to the front.
How about Kwame from
Nexus Esports
pit road troubles, and that was a disastrous group that came down that first time coming to pit, but that's gonna feel good. I mean, getting those cautions, get back up in there. Here we go. Racing 3 wide for the win. 13 to go, 12 to go.
Yep, we got Kwame representing Nexus up here. We got an NFR, Ryko, and Nexus leading the field. But will it be one of them that comes out on top? We will find out in 12 laps time.
Still think we got some record to do. Think we got one more in.
We ain't done. I think we got at least 3 more in it, honestly.
3 more? Oh man, all right. We're shooting for the stars here, Dan.
Absolutely.
Almost. He does have him clear. He's staying up though.
There's Joe Blewett up there. Haven't talked about him all night. Think he's out of the Nexus stable as well. Trying to remember off the top of my head.
He raced him a lot last season.
Yep.
And
he's definitely held his own for sure. Interested to see what year he's gonna have this year.
Kwame was brave to stay up at the top, cleared both lanes, and now is falling back. Oh man, hate to say it, would have dropped myself, but probably got friends back there pushing. Here comes Merch to open up an opportunity for him to go top. Ooh, look at this.
Yep, that's Kenny, I think, jumping up to the top there.
Aggressive moves. Look at somebody got some wall or a little bit of tire smoke or something there, but everybody's clean.
Everything's fine and dandy.
Oh, here we go. This is what I was waiting for. About 10 to go. We got 3 wide by 3 wide by 3 wide. Now, where's it going to happen from? Who's going to start it? I'm telling you. 10 to go. Merch is in a beautiful spot right here. About where you want to be. Right there in the middle, leading that lane. And look at that. First of the line almost every single time. You just get that. And that's where the most help is, too. This third lane is probably going to come back here pretty quickly with the help it's got.
Let's see. Third lane really ain't getting any momentum. I think they're starting to build it up now. It's just trying to start to build that energy, build that momentum, and then just let her go. And I think they're finally starting to get it wound up here as good old Seth the Merchant trying to get the lead here.
Well, you have to wonder how much, because who's leading that outside? 14, Kenny.
That'd be Kenny, yep.
He's got some nose damage. He's in that last right. You got to imagine that's probably affected him at some point. It's kind of hard to tell from here and just the broadcast perspective, but definitely some damage on there. It's kind of hard to tell, but I would imagine probably not going to help him lead that outside line.
We're getting a little wiggly, and these are the most aggressive the guy's been all night. We're inside 10 to go.
Yeah, once we start seeing single digits, man, it's go time. Look at Blake up there. He's kind of tagged back into the middle of this pack. Good to see that truck still rolling, so he's going to have a go here, but it's going to be tough sailing because there's not really anywhere to go unless you're going to be brave enough to start a 4th lane. Where are you going to do that at Daytona? There's not really many places to do it, and somebody's back going to have to open it up for you. There's room for it, but good luck.
Here we go, coming 8 laps to go. 3 by 3 by 3. I don't know who's going to win this thing, man, but I think if you're on that front row leading with Larry Pace and Mr. Merch up there, I think you're in the best spot.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, as it stands. Oh man, look at this aggressive move to the top.
Oh,
I
think that Mr. Andrew Navarro just jumped up to the top. Like that third line, I don't know if it's just Kenny with a little bit of damage he's got that's just slowing down the outside, but like they just cannot generate anything up there.
I think they're gonna start generating something here. Kenny's gonna push real aggressive now. And now that he's not leading that lane is going to benefit a lot, but they don't have as much help as what they had up there now. But even with less help, it looks like they're still rolling it better. So I would imagine I mean, somebody's going to get that third lane going before the end of this thing. I think Mertz right now, he is parked, and he will be parking it there until anyone changes or says anything different. I don't really like he's got 2 damaged trucks behind him, but either way, that middle just naturally just rolls the best, almost 10 times out of 10. So.
Here you go. Third lane starting to come back a little bit now.
Bottom's still doing pretty good. And Larry's just cruising. He's in the same boat right now. It's like, well, you just at this point, if it goes green, you just hope you just beat Merch to the line. It's going to be a drag race for one of those two, and that's his third line get it going. And they're slowly but surely a little bit more help and clean truck out front. Yeah, they're going to make it a race here. But I still don't know if they're going to be able to generate enough of a run to really either get even with Merch or even push ahead out and clear ahead of Merch. We'll see here. This is where it gets good. 6 to go. These laps start going by quick, man.
Yeah, it's like they seem to take a little while, but once you get to the end, you're like, dude, it's only that many left? Like, come on, I thought we had more laps. It just get down to the end. Man, it takes way more than that to get out of the hole that they're in, but it's going to get shuffled here real quick. All it takes one guy to get turned around here, and it's gonna start 3 by 3, 3 by 3, 4 or 5 rows deep. Coming to 5 laps to go.
Yeah, and Navarro's almost up there to Merch's right rear. The side draft just isn't quite as strong in these trucks, but it still is just a little bit present. But once they get up side by side here, we're about to be gridlock 3 by 3. And it's really going to be tricky for anybody to do anything past that point. It's going to come down to that second row of pushers for all these trucks, Larry behind Merch and behind Navarro. And how well they can get these guys. And it's so tricky to push, man. These guys are going to be wheeling it these last couple, man, to get every last inch they can.
And they're going to be trying to pinch each other as much as they can. Try to pinch them off. Try to get a little bit of, maybe like that little bit of side draft that's there. Just, I don't know who's going to win this thing. I mean, literally, if you're in this pack, anybody can win because, all the leaders could wreck and someone could escape. Could, go, Austin Dillon style,
That is true. I mean, that's where I'm like, if you're one of those, third on back on the bottom line, start getting ready to hit the brake and crank a left, especially on those straightaways, they get to wreck and you want a quick escape out of there because we're going to restart the race. Preserve that truck, but you're at the front, you're pushing hard and you're trying to especially caution at any point. We got somebody lagging up there.
That's Kwame up there.
Smoke. Oh, here we go.
Oh, Joseph, here we go.
Yeah,
king of the third line, Joseph. He's been the most aggressive to go up on that third line all night, and that he might have pulled the winning move.
He's getting a rough push up there. That's going to bring the bottom back. We got Breyer now pushing Merch in the middle.
If I'm Larry here, do you go up to block the middle? Or do you try to just trust in that bottom? Maybe give Dalton maybe some cool air because he's been on your bumper this entire time. But no, he can't move up there now. It's still 2 by 2. And then Joseph trying to get up there even. That's 2 Redco cars, Breyer and Joseph right there.
Yeah,
3 to go.
Larry, you're just holding on, hoping for the damn best. Just hoping everybody stays straight.
If you're Larry, just keep the wheel straight. Just hope you don't get right reared and just bring her home one piece, collect the points, go on about your night.
Oh yeah,
well, here we go. 3 by 3 by 3. We are dead even at the front.
Everybody's about stopped. Almost gridlocked. Middle, a little bit of movement there, but yeah, big side draft. I'm gonna try to get this middle going. That middle is really, really strong. Frisch back in there, Blake as well. The outside's just still struggling just a little bit. I feel like it's the most battered out of all the lines. Here we go, 2 to go.
5 miles of racing.
Sounds like Breyer, he's saving temp here for the last.
Yeah, saving for that final push.
It's like, how far can you push it? Some of these guys got damage, and of course, some of these guys pushing probably a lot of tape, try to keep that thing as fast as it can be. So how long can you push? I don't know, but
yeah, that good old grill tape, something we don't got to deal with anymore, for at least for now. 3x3, dead.
Man,
this is really anyone's
time. Yep, it's gonna come down to either a big wreck or a photo finish 3x3.
Yeah, but Diamond, get on your feet. We're coming to the white flag, and I think they're gonna make it there without any issues.
Oh man, good on the lap truck, getting the hell out of the way. Good on you, sir. Here we go. Merch is going to lead this white flag lap. Looks like going to be dead heat with Larry. Oh, man.
That was close. White flag.
That's a preview for one more.
This is it, right here.
We got Merch in the middle. We got Larry on the bottom. And we got Joseph on the top. One of those lanes might push home a winner.
One wrong move.
Might wreck.
One wrong move, and this field disintegrates. Here we go. Look at everyone moving around. They're getting aggressive, pushing, side drafting, pinching, everything.
No saving, no temp saving, no nothing. Briar's off him.
Almost like clear.
Almost don't clear. Don't clear.
Oh no. Oh. I think
gonna have to stay in the middle. He's gonna get this run off of 2. One of these guys gonna get the run off of 2.
Come on, Larry.
Here we come.
To the line.
Down.
Doran.
Here he comes.
Here he
comes. Oh man, I think Larry got him.
Let's go, Larry!
Man.
Yes, sir!
Few inches, man. Few inches. So I'm telling you, man, it all comes down to that last push, man. Who's got more? And it was close.
And everyone disintegrated at the line. How about old Larry Pace? Let's go.
Finish, man. Good on everybody keeping it clean, too, man. You like to see that. I don't want to see everybody tear it up there in the last lap. Let everybody have a good, clean race and race it out, man. That's good.
I am impressed. Everyone kept it straight there at the end. But yeah, that's how you begin. That right there, that's how you want to start your Road to Pro season. And Larry Pace celebrating right now.
Absolutely. I don't know, my man Merch's gonna be pissed off with that P2, man, but that was a hell of a race by him. Good to stay at the front all race, stay clean, and that's gonna be a good round. You know, good race to start for him, and hopefully get back to Contender Series.
Absolutely, and hey, like I said, Larry Pace, he's gonna do some donuts here on the front straightaway. Gonna celebrate here, winning at the World Center of Racing. Burn her down. Let's go.
Very nice.
So happy for this guy. Long time veteran. Yeah. A little bit right side white, or wiped off the side of that truck right there. long time member of this service. Came over, joined us just a few weeks ago. It definitely seems like a great fit over at NFR, and definitely that's a way to kickstart your Road to Pro season right there. Let's look at the finish. Or it's coming to the white right here, I think.
Yes, that was a preview. Merch led that lap just by a scotch as a preview, and man, they came back around. Man, he was off by just about an inch.
Yeah, no,
even by about 3 wide. And like I said, it just gets that gridlock. And there's not really a whole lot you can do, but Larry just pushed out just enough where he could have cleared all lanes. Honestly, I probably would have hopped up middle at that point, but he stayed bottom. That was smart. That was the winning push.
He stayed true to his lane, and that's sometimes what you got to do.
These guys came hard down the backstretch here. Frisch and Briar and Merch all down the middle, and they had the lead. And Briar lost. Yeah, right here they got squirrely down in the middle, and they lost too much mo. And Merch was side-drafting the hell out of him, trying to get him back going. But
I thought Mr. Joseph had a shot right here off of 4. I think he could have maybe got then just one little hook right there, kind of stacked up that line.
Another bad push.
And then they're beating, banging across the line. What a finish! I don't know what the actual finish result was, or like how close the interval was, but I think we'll see on the results here. But good for Larry, and good for everyone else. At least everyone finished clean. Good to get some good points to start off the season. To start off the state race start 5 1/1000ths of a second. How about that?
Man, that is close. Look at that. Top 10 finishers. Blake recovering for a top 10. There you go. There, getting right rear.
Fresh. Yep.
Something to go.
Fresh got up to 7th. Good for him. Good run. Just like that P5. Great run for him to start his campaign. Drew, got Kenny. Got everyone else good looking top 10 here. And then here's
liked him leading that top side. That was a hell of a run for him.
And hey, he was back there in like the mid-20s there, and then he got that third line rolling. And that's where he finished. That's what you got to do. So and then here's a lot of these guys wish they could have had some better nights, but
Bommy from the back, P35 to 12th. Had that pit road mishap and got involved in that stuff. Hell of a race.
And then all these guys back here, it's a race they wish they could forget.
Yeah, this is where it gets tricky. 20th on back, you know. Yeah, some of these guys, especially
Yeah.
30th on back,
Yeah,
that's probably going to be a drop week. Hate to see that.
Dan, who led quite a bit of this race through the strategy. A lot of these guys going to have to start preparing for Vegas in 2 weeks. And I think we got a few more we'll be seeing here on our screen here. I know one of them should be Ray Alfala, who had a wild ride at the beginning.
We had a lot of wild rides this race, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but I think everyone will be good to go. There's Ray, Boyd, Jarrett, Cody, Nick brings out the rear of the field.
There you have it.
But dang, what a race! I mean, I'd say that's a good first Procast with a great finish like that. And overall, that was some great racing, I think.
I had a phenomenal time. Daytona, it's hard to disappoint. Had a lot of guys, a lot of fast guys, top split, man. I mean, they got after it tonight. A lot of good pushing, a lot of good racing. We junked up a couple of them, but man, overall, we had a good finish, 3 wide. Love to see that. Kept it clean the last lap, and that's about everything you want.
Absolutely. Did you have fun?
I had fun.
I'm glad we got to do this together. I know I was like a last-minute replacement, but I think you and I are a pretty good duo, I think.
Yeah, no doubt. Hell yeah, it was a good time.
Absolutely. Well, I think that is going to do it for us tonight. Cozy, I'm glad we had a great time. Thank you for doing this, and I guess that's it for us here on the Procast. Thank you all for joining us for the very first one, and look forward to some other coach drivers that will be joining us here in the future. For future events here on Maconi Entertainment, on February 25th, it's the 2023 Drivers Gauntlet for the round number 5 with the trucks at Knoxville, so be sure to tune into that. Calling all the action tonight was myself, Daniel Falkenham, Michael Cozy in the booth, alongside Ryan Bauer, producing. As always, we would like to thank our viewers for tuning in to tonight's racing action, and a special shout out, of course, goes to the entire staff for their work in bringing this racing to you. Be sure to stay tuned to all of our social media pages, and we hope to see you at our next event. This has been a production of Maconi Entertainment, and we wish you all a very good night.